Hi, I'm going to do a reading for Pisces today for the end of the year 2022. I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you all have a great end of your year. I just want to see kind of what's going on in the collective Piscean energy for the end of the year 2022, okay? So I'm just going to do a quick shuffle and then we'll get right into the reading here. Okay. And I'll walk through what I'm doing as I flip the cards over. So we're going to have what's in the past all the way to the left here. All right. And then in the middle, we're going to have things going on presently. And then over here, we're going to have the future, kind of in the near future, next year possibly, possibly how the year, maybe how January is going to unfold for you. But definitely this is the energy happening towards the end of the year 2020 for you Pisces. And I hope to have some advice moving forward into the next year for you. So in this last row, let me just finish here. All right. So in this first row, kind of in the past, the energy that you've been working through for the whole year possibly, we have the Tower, we have the Two of Swords, and we have the Two of Wands. So double two energy here. I just want to take a look at the other cards. Definitely twos are about decisions, and the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands are absolutely big decisions cards, meaning you're trying to pick between one or two things really, but it could be more than two things. And the Tower means that it's the card of Mars, and it's a card of action. It's about things crumbling away, right? Old structures crumbling away, old ways that we talk to ourselves falling away. And it sounds like in the past, you've been in the driver's seat here wanting to make some changes in your life. Okay, Pisces. And, when I think of you, Pisces, I think of a very dreamlike, emotional being, right? Someone needing a lot of rest. And before you make a decision, you definitely have to contemplate. So I see a lot of you're sitting in this Pisces energy. You need to make a decision. You want to make the best possible decision for yourself. And if it's in alignment with yourself, right, what you really want in a judgment-free way, then you're going to make the right choice. Now, the Two of Wands is about walking through a door, picking a door and walking through it. It's another card of action. This is another card of Mars. So you really want to, in the recent past, you've needed to make a decision. I don't know what that is. It's going to be something very meaningful to you, it sounds like. That's kind of what my intuition is telling me here. Now, right now, presently, the energy that you're working with is the Ten of Coins or Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So air energy here, the Page of Swords. This can be kind of a tough card because it can mean there's some waiting happening. It can mean a pause in energy. The Knight of Swords is the card of movement. This is kind of before you're really getting things moving, right? And this is paired with the Ten of Pentacles. So whatever decision you've had to make in the recent past, it's bringing you a lot of happiness in your material world. You have enough money, or, maybe it's a spiritual thing too. You have enough spiritually that's making you very happy and content and at peace. And, this is the card of Mercury and Virgo. And, Mercury is the planet closest to the sun. It moves really, really fast. So it can be, and this is Virgo, so it's about home and family, right? And feeling at home. So I'm feeling like this came in pretty quickly for you. After you made this decision, you felt immediately very secure in where you were. But there's also this pause energy here. All right. Now, I'm going to go to the next row here. I'm going to pick this card in the middle once I've read this next row. Now, in this next row, you have another page. You have the Page of Cups. Now, instead of this being a communication card, like the Page of Swords, The Page of Cups is going to be more emotional. It's going to be, it could be something like a love that you don't see coming in. Could be slow moving. But it's going to be something that hits home with you. Now, I'm kind of feeling like this energy with these pages is kind of like, it's linear. So you're going to have some waiting that happens now, but in the very near future, the energy is going to pick up a little bit. And I feel like this is going to be something that's coming from you inside. It's not going to be an external thing. So I think this Page of Cups is about the love that you have towards yourself. Because the next card is the Empress. And the Empress, this is Libra and Taurus. And it's about loving yourself. It's about abundance. It's about having enough. And it's about really being very content with where you are in life. Being within your own personal power. Being really comfortable with your femininity. And the next card you have, the King of Wands, the King of Fire, right? Definitely be someone who's very secure. And this could be you, this could be another person, could be your partner, but definitely someone who's very connected with where they're going, who can see the next step. And this may have been something that you struggled with in the past with the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. Knowing what the right decision is can be a challenge, right? And trusting yourself can be very challenging, but it sounds like this King of Wands tells me that you trust yourself now. And that takes a lot of work to get to that place. So congratulations for doing that. It's not easy. You know, I think I'm ready to turn over this middle card now. I've kind of laid out a little bit of the story. So I just kind of want to see this card is going to feed into all the others. It's going to connect to all of them. So let's just see what this top card is. All right. You have the Nine of Coins. This is very nice. And it's right below the 10 of Coins, right? So what I feel like is that you're in the driver's seat here. You're making this all happen. This 9 comes before the 10, obviously, but what it means is being very comfortable at home, right? This is it's a Venus card, so it's a card of love, loving yourself, loving others. But also it's a card of Virgo, which is your home and your family life. And this card in particular is about having enough and being able to share, because you have plenty, right? So it can be about sharing knowledge. It can be about sharing money. It can be anything that you're able to give to somebody. And sometimes when we give, especially when it's a selfless giving, then we automatically get that 10 of Pentacles feeling, right? That's kind of part of it. That's part of the 10 of Pentacles. There's also the dark side of the 10 of Pentacles, right? Which is expecting that when we give, we're getting something back. And we can't, that's kind of like a story we tell ourselves. So it's not good energy, I guess I could say. Now the energy on the bottom of this deck, the card that's on the bottom is going to be very like your challenge. How are we going to make this all work? It's like, this is going to be your advice. So let's see what this is. I'm very curious. So it's a 7 card, and it's that decision that you have to make. This is the challenge, like what I was saying, is it's a card of illusion, right? Because sometimes you want to pick the shiniest object, but sometimes the shiniest object can be deceitful. It can be deceiving, right? We want to pick something that's aligned with our heart. And you can see the middle card here is the one with like the angel wings, and it kind of represents your true self. So when your decision comes from your true self, then you don't really have to think. It's almost just like it feels right. It's your gut. It's your intuition, right? So whatever this decision is that you are making now, or that you've made in the past, it sounds like it's in the past, right? You had to find that spot that was in alignment with yourself. And that takes a lot of, that's very challenging. But in the future, you have the Empress, and I'm going to say this again, embracing that feminine side of yourself. This is something that Pisces is able to do fairly easily. They're able to tap into their unconscious. And your unconsciousness, right, represents your femininity. It's the card of the High Priestess, right? And it's also very much, I think the High Priestess and the Empress are connected in a way, because in order for you to be in touch with your unconscious mind, you need to embrace the Empress side of yourself. It requires a lot of work to do that. You have to literally sometimes stop what you're doing. And because the masculine side is action, right? Mars. And the feminine side is Venus, right? Love, compassion, being able to see yourself and others. This is really great energy for you, Pisces. I'm going to pick one final card. It's just your moon card. I'm doing this reading on a Monday, and the new moon is on Wednesday in Sagittarius. So I just want to kind of see for Pisces if there's any advice here from this moon deck for you. It's a little hard to shuffle in this corner. I'm figuring out my arrangement here. This angle's been working for me, but I'm not sure if the location is perfect, so we'll figure it out. So for Pisces, what's that advice? So funny. You get the new moon and Sagittarius, which is exactly what we're going to be in, and it's luck is on your side, right? Sagittarius is the card of philosophy, and it's the card of moving forward. And I think Pisces is a very watery emotional card of your emotions, right? And I'm kind of feeling like with this card, this is going to be important for you to really figure out what you need to learn. Because Sagittarius is the sign of learning and knowing what you need to learn, or almost also on the other side, it's not knowing what you need to learn, but knowing you need to learn something, and whatever that something is for you, you may not realize it, but it's going to be very beneficial to you. So just kind of keep that in mind, all right? Okay, Pisces, thank you very much. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much. I'm trying to rein that in a little bit. But I hope you have a good rest of your year, Pisces. Thank you.